My name is Nina Hindi, and this is my story. My story is I am loved by God. I am beloved by God. I've always known that, but when I was 17 years old, I surrendered a child for adoption. I never considered any other option. I was raised in a Christian home, and I knew life, and I knew the Lord. And so I went to my parents and I told them, and we made a decision that would change my life, and that decision was the decision for life. So I moved from Dallas, Texas, to Houston, and I went to the Florence Crittenton Home for Unwed Mothers, and I lived there for 5 months and went through lots of counseling about surrendering a child for adoption and what that meant in 1971, 49 years ago. Adoption was very, very closed, and so I signed all the paperwork, and on June the 2nd of 1971, I delivered a beautiful baby boy. We married in 1974, and we had 3 children. And we're in the restaurant business, so we opened a restaurant in 1977. We have 200 employees, and the restaurant has always been our ministry, especially the young women, that are facing a choice. Little did I know, God was preparing my heart for what I consider to be the most incredible blessing of my life. So on the 16th of December, I had been to the gym. I'd worked out, and I pray when I run, and I pray by the minute. So I pray a minute at a time as I run, and I pray thanksgiving. I pray praise to the Lord for all He has done in my life. Then I start praying in order, because I'm one of those. I pray starting with my husband, and then I pray for the baby that I had surrendered 49 years ago. And I pray for our son, Ed. I pray for his children, his beautiful wife. Then I pray for our daughters and their children and their spouses. Then I go through the list of employees, 200 employees, and I pray for many of them by name. And they're funny, they know I pray by the minute, and they'll walk past me and say, I need 2 minutes of prayer today. I'm having a tough time. What a privilege it is to pray. So I left the gym and I came home, and the mail was on the kitchen counter, and I walked in and there was an envelope that was marked personal and confidential. And I opened the envelope, and this letter was in the envelope, and it says, Dear Mrs. Hindi, my name is Kyle Canute Polson, and I believe you are my birth mother. Oh my goodness. For this we have prayed. For this I have prayed. For this baby I have prayed for 49 years. I prayed without stopping, just like my sweet mom, for the child to have a family that loved him, for him to know the Lord, for him to have a family. I prayed for 49 years, and here he was. He says he had started writing the note on June the 2nd on his 48th birthday. And he goes on through the letter to tell me that he had grown up basically right beside me. So everything I had prayed for 49 years, God had fulfilled those prayers. years, God had fulfilled his promises. Kyle grew up just about a mile from our restaurant. He spent many family dinners at the Taste of Texas, and I probably visited his table many times. He went to elementary school about 3/4 of a mile from our home. His godfather is my husband's prayer partner at our church. So Kyle's godparents, the dad has prayed with my husband for 25 years. We have connected about 45 close personal friends. One of my dear friends in our Bible study class drove Kyle's mother, Mary Jo Polson, to Alabama in search of her birth mother while she was in our Sunday school class. So we have these connections, about 45 close connections, because God has had him right next to me his entire life. The Lord says, I will give you the desires of your heart. I really am all you need. I love this verse. This verse has just become so dear to me. It's Psalm 27:13. And it says, I am confident I will see the Lord's goodness while I am here in the land of the living. Friends, be confident that you will see God's goodness in all you do.